Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Big Beefcake, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Saturday Night Horror. This is episode 4 so far. I gotta be honest with you, I'm having a lot of fun doing these videos, and I've gotten some good feedback. People are enjoying them. Um, Hopefully in the future, more people will see this series because I think it'll be cool for horror fans to see it, and we can all kind of communicate, get together, talk about horror movies, cooking, all that stuff. But I hope the series gets bigger for that reason only. I'm not trying to be a big YouTube superstar. I couldn't care less about that. But let me click this off. Yeah, I had a pop up. Go figure. But yeah, so far everyone that's seen it has really enjoyed, and I really appreciate you guys watching it. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. It's fun for me to do. I'm glad you're having fun with it. Hopefully more people see it too. And hopefully they enjoy it and they have fun and they get together and talk with us about these horror films, and so it'll be fun. Now this week's episode, we're going to be watching two movies from one of my favorite horror franchises ever. This is a franchise that I don't think gets nearly enough recognition that it deserves. It doesn't get a lot of the credit it deserves, and I just don't understand why, because it's such a fun franchise. It's late 80s, early 90s horror at its best to me. Without further ado, let me show you what we're watching tonight. First movie is Night of the Demons. Now basically, in a nutshell, there's a Halloween party at a house where some brutal murders took place years and years ago, I think. I don't remember exactly how long. So of course they want to do a seance and contact the spirits of the victims, and as you all know, whenever you try to talk to a spirit or anything like that in a horror movie, it never ends well. And this is no exception. One of the party goers, we'll say, gets possessed by a demon and turns into this lovely creature here. Her name is Angela, and she wants to make everyone demons. So as you can imagine, a lot of chaos takes place. That's all I'm going to say about it right now. It's a very fun movie. I can't wait to watch it. It's one of my favorites, man. Now, after Night of the Demons, we're going to watch Night of the Demons 2. As you can see, our lovely Angela here is back. As someone somewhere thinks she's hot. I just know they do. But she's back. I can't say anything else without spoiling the movie for you, but it's a whole lot of fun, man. Whole lot of fun. Now, there is a Night of the Demons 3. Unfortunately, I don't have it right now. It's only on DVD, and it's kind of expensive. It's $40, brand new, so I am going to get it, just not right now. Well, we will watch Night of the Demons 3 on a future episode. Now, before we get into, before I forget, I almost forgot what we're cooking. See, you get older and your mind, your memory just goes, man. We're cooking something simple tonight. I'm making chili cheese dogs. I'm going to put them in the oven, but I'm going to add some things to it. I'm going to put that beefcake twist to it, that beefcake spice. Not going to tell you what it is right now. You'll just have to wait and see. But I'm looking forward to it, man. It should be really good, and hopefully it doesn't give me horrible gas, because that won't be good for anybody. Yeah. But before we get started, I just want to say that next week is going to be a special birthday edition of Saturday Night Horror. Now, my birthday is on a Friday, June 9th, so Saturday, June 10th, we'll be watching Friday the 13th, Part 7, and then we'll also be watching my favorite horror movie of all time. The first horror movie I ever watched, the movie that got me into horror, made me a horror fan, and that's Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. So we'll be watching that, and I'll be making my homemade, except for the crust, spinach and mushroom pizza, the beefcake special. That's next week on the birthday edition. This week, Night of the Demons 1, Night of the Demons 2, and some good chili cheese dogs. As you can see, it's still daylight. I'm recording this on a Friday morning, so I have about 30 somewhat hours before I start cooking. But through the magic of video editing and time lapse, the cooking for you starts right now. Enjoy Saturday Night Horror, guys. I appreciate you watching. Hope you have fun with it. Alright, so here I have the ingredients for the chili cheese dogs. Got them all lined out here. Now these to me are the best hot dog buns I've ever had. They're ballpark hot dog buns, but they're the ballpark golden. And they're made with just a touch of honey. And you can taste it. It's not overwhelming, but they're really good. And of course, ballpark beef franks. I like the beef franks better. And of course, extra sharp cheddar Sargento. And our can of chili here. Homemade chili would definitely be better, but I don't know how to make it yet. And we're going to chop up some onion, put it in there. And we're going to add a little spice here. We're going to put some oregano on it, but not a whole lot. Let's see. It's up here somewhere. There we go. Alright, so we have everything we need now. Yeah, it looks like we're good to go. And there's Kitty Cat. Now I've already preheated the oven. We're going to preheat it to 375, so that's preheating now. And first thing I'm going to do is chop up some onion. Not a whole lot because I don't want the onion to be overwhelming, but just a little bit. Alright, I chopped up a little bit of onion. Like I said, not a whole lot because I don't want it to be overwhelming. So we just got a little bit here. We're gonna be gentle with the portions here. I said I'm not a huge onion fan. I can put on certain things, but no, not a whole lot. Alright, we're gonna do this chili next. Alright, I got the chili in a little bowl here. Now some people might think this looks disgusting, and it does, but once it's cooked, it's great. Trust me. It'll all be alright, folks. Alright, so I've got a pan we're going to cook the chili dogs in. Now, I put aluminum foil on the bottom, and honestly, that's just for easy cleanup. You know, once you put the chili, the cheese, and everything, sprinkle it on, it'll just get on the pan. So I put the foil on the bottom of the pan so everything spills onto the foil. And all I have to do is just take the foil out. Now we're going to go ahead and get that out of the way. We're going to go ahead and put these hot dogs together. Be right back. Alright, I've got them all put together, built, I should say. Got the chili, cheese, onion, and just a tiny bit of oregano. Not too much, don't want to overwhelm it, but those look good, man. Now usually, I'd put these in the oven. I wanted to do 20 minutes, but since I'm a complete and utter moron, I forgot to take the hot dogs out of the freezer earlier. So the hot dogs are completely frozen, so I'm going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes. Just to make sure they're cooked. And you see the oven is done. So yeah, lesson learned, folks. Don't forget to take the hot dogs out of the freezer. So we're just going to put these in. Alright, there we go. And we're going to do 30 minutes instead of 20. The only thing I'm worried about is those hot dog buns turning real crunchy. But 30 minutes. Yes, sir. Now while those are cooking, I'll be washing dishes. My least favorite part of cooking. Some of these dishes I didn't even use. But we're going to wash them all anyway. And before we go, let me show you something I found at work the other day before I left. Check this out. S'mores English muffins. And these are awesome. I put some egg and cheese up there, made a s'mores egg and cheese biscuit or muffin or whatever. It was great. Alright. So 30 more minutes. We should be eating. Alright, it's been 30 minutes. The oven is done. I didn't put any music up there because Sony keeps getting me for a copyright for using 9 seconds of the final countdown. And yes, it is 1:35 a.m. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, it's 1:35 a.m. So those look awesome. Look at that. I don't even know what to say. They just look good. Blah. I can't even talk right. Good God Almighty. All right, so yeah. Remember what I said about the buns getting crunchy? They are really crunchy. But hopefully it won't be too bad. Now for our drink, once again, the Old Faithful. Here we go. Yeah, we got a full fridge this week. And ice cold Coca-Cola. Alright, so here we have dinner. Chili cheese dogs with onions and oregano. Ice cold Coke. We have Kitty Cat. Hey, Kitty. Aw. She's ready for the movie. Either that or she wants my food. Alright, here we go. Taste test. I mean, they're good. I should have put them in for 20 minutes instead of 30. There. Buns are really crunchy. But good nonetheless. Alright, here's the main menu for our first movie of the night. Night of the Demons. One of my favorite horror movies. It's a late 80s classic. Look at that. Like I said, I feel this is a underrated franchise. I really enjoy it, man. It's just a fun movie overall. Now there's up to 3 Night of the Demon movies. I only have the first 2. Unfortunately, like I said before, the third one is only on DVD. Now they did do a remake in either 2009 or 2010, I believe, and it sucked. Alright, so we got our food. We've got our movie. All that's left is to turn out the last light in the house, and we'll get it started. There we go. Alright. It is movie time, folks. Alright, in our first clip here, our main character Angela has decided that she wants to do a seance with everybody. Now they're supposed to stare into this big mirror and concentrate on Angela's reflection, and what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to show Angela what she looked like in a previous life. So, we'll see what happens here. Now at this point, someone was surprised that it actually worked, and they talked and interrupted the process. Now check this out. Now, I don't know if that was her in a previous life or if she just conjured up a demon or what, but that's bad news, folks. Alright, now in this clip, the mirror has been broken into pieces. Excuse me. And they hear a noise, they say it's coming from downstairs. And they're all discussing it, thinking trying to figure out what the noise is. It says it's coming from the basement. And here we go down to the basement. We're going to find out what that noise was. Now that is a crematorium right there at the bottom of this house. And there we see the demon that was in the mirror, and it's officially free, folks. So now the real fun begins. And now the demon is up the stairs, and he's right there with everyone. Yeah, the autofocus apparently is not working very well. And they're all still talking about what that noise was. Trying to decide if they want to go home or not. And the demon has found its first victim. Or its first possession, we should say. Look at that crap. So I'm pretty sure you can guess what's going to happen next. But this is where the real fun starts, folks. Alright. This lovely gentleman here is named Stooge, believe it or not. And Stooge thinks he's going to get some from our possessed chick here. So, let's see if old Stooge gets lucky. What he doesn't know is her transformation is beginning. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think Stooge wants to get lucky now. Now some glass just shattered and he heard it, so he barges in to see what's going on. I mean, look at this guy. If he doesn't scream 80s, I don't know what does. Look at old Stooge. He wants that booty bad. Aw, she's gone, boy. Looks like Stooge struck out. Alright, now this clip, that's Angela. Now, our possessed chick has passed the demon on to Angela as well, so she's possessed by a demon. And now she's kissing Stooge, or so you think. What she's actually doing is transferring another demon into him. You know, transforming him into a demon as well. Poor Stooge, he wanted some action, and he damn sure got some. Hope it was worth it, brother. And I think that was his tongue she spit back at him. I think she bit his tongue off. But yeah, Stooge is a demon now. Alright, this fellow right here is named Sal, and he's telling Angela he's going home because he's had enough of this crap. And Angela told him she was warming her hands in the fire as they're burning. Old Sal's had enough. He's getting the hell out of Dodge. Or he's going to try to anyway. Yeah, you better run, son. Alright, here's Stooge as a demon. He snaps that chick's neck. Now, these two were getting it on inside a casket. Now, of all the bad and stupid ideas in horror movies, why would you want to get it on in a casket? So, now Stooge leaves dude with a big old case of blue balls and just kills them both. Which means they are now demons as well. Alright, there we see Angela in full demon mode. Notice how she's kind of floating and not walking. Now that's Roger and God, I can't remember her name. They just said it and I can't remember. But yeah, there's the lovely Angela. Now this part was stupid right here. She fell to the ground and he's telling her to get up and run, and she's saying, I can't. Now if that was me, I would have left her ass right there. I'm sorry. If you can't get up off the ground, hey, that's your fault. That's just creepy right there, man. I hate to walk down the hallway and see that. Alright, this is the last clip I have for Night of the Demons 1. They're in the basement where the demon came out of the little crematorium. Now she took a pipe out of the furnace and of course it was leaking gas. So she lit a lighter. She's burning Angela, an old stooge there. So they're both on fire. Oh yeah. And that dude is a puss in boots, man. He ran away and left her every chance he got. Alright, here's the main menu for the second movie we're watching tonight. This is Night of the Demons 2, and as you can see, Angela is back. Let's see what kind of chaos she gets us into. Okay, this is the opening for Night of the Demons 2, and that is Angela. She can now switch from demon to human at will. And, these are Bible salesmen, or Jehovah's Witnesses. I couldn't really tell. I think they're Bible salesmen. And, of course, they find a demon to try to sell a Bible to. Now, she offered them some cake, and you can't really tell. There you can. It's old as hell. So they decide they don't want to eat anymore. It's devil's food. And there we go. First victims of the movie. And this is still Whole House, the house from the first movie. She's back. Alright, here we have Angela in demon form. She is going to possess this young man and turn him into a demon. And this fool's name is D-Boy. D-Boy is about to get turned into a demon. Now, I don't know exactly what she's doing, but does not look pleasant at all. Now, D-Boy starts laughing like a hyena right now. I wasn't sad to see him go. I couldn't stand his ass. Alright, here we have one of our main characters. She's with her boyfriend. He thinks he's gonna get some. And that's not her hand down there between his legs. Whose hand is it? Of course it's Angela's hand. Why wouldn't it be? Now in this line, she said she asked him for some head, and proceeds to cut his head off. Because why not? That's an awesome visual effect right there. I love that. Yeah, pretty cool scene there. Alright, this scene, that right there, is Angela's little sister. Angela wants to turn her into a demon. That was the whole point of the movie. Now this nun has decided to take her place instead, and Angela wants her sister to kill the nurse, or God knows, nurse and nun, excuse me. Of course her sister is having none of it. Her name is Melissa, just in case you didn't know. Now watch this, watch this corniness right here. That is a super soaker full of holy water. I kid you not. Because why not, man? So she just, she shoots Angela with holy water out of a super soaker. I mean, what really else needs to be said? Alright, this is our last clip for Night of the Demons 2, and yes, that giant snake is Angela. So apparently she can go from human to demon to giant snake. Now I want to say this movie was in the early 90s, and to me that's a pretty cool visual effect right there for the time. It's also creepy as hell. That is just, that's awesome, but creepy at the same time. I don't know what he was planning on doing there, but I don't even think he knew what he wanted to do. Yeah, her super soaker didn't help her that time. And here comes little sister. Looks like she went down to give her a hug. Now watch this ridiculousness right here. Now you can't really tell, but when he kicked those boards off, it formed the shape of a cross, and there's sunlight coming through the cross. Yeah, I know. I don't know how he... Yeah, whatever, dude. He kicked the wall, it formed a cross, and sunlight's coming through the cross, and I guess now it's holy light, and boom. Bye-bye, Angela. Yeah, pretty ridiculous scene, but hey, I like cheese with my horror. I'll take it. Alright, everyone, so those were our clips from Night of the Demons 2. Oh, man. It was almost a perfect night. Almost. The chili cheese dogs didn't quite turn out the way I'd hoped. Like I said, the buns were too crunchy for me. But, that's what you're going to see on Saturday Night Horror. Now, most people, they would have did the taste test and they would have lied to you. Oh, it's great. There's nothing wrong with it. Or they would have just done it all over just to get it right. If I make something and it turns out bad, you're going to see that up here. I'm going to tell you. I won't be afraid to admit. If I cook something that sucks, I'll tell you it sucks. But, yeah, almost a perfect night. The only thing that didn't work out were the hot dog buns, but hey, that's a cool thing about cooking is you live, you learn, you can experiment, change things around, so we'll get it next time. Trust me. Yeah, Tiger's in here throwing a fit. He wants his breakfast. So I'm going to have to wrap this up. Night of the Demons 1. Definitely give it a thumbs up. As I said before, one of my favorite franchises of all time. It's just a really fun movie. 80s horror at its best. Tiger, stop. He's hungry. But yeah, 80s soundtrack. It's a really fun movie, man. Definitely deserves a lot more recognition than it gets. So Night of the Demons is highly recommended, as well as Night of the Demons 2. Now part 2 isn't as good as the first one, but it's not bad either. It's I think part 2 took more of a comedy approach, which I actually had another clip recorded, but for some reason it wouldn't transfer onto the PC right. One of the demons was playing basketball with his own head, but like I said, for some reason it wouldn't transfer over to the PC, so it is what it is. But yeah, Night of the Demons 1 and 2 highly recommended. This was an awesome night, man. I had a lot of fun with this. So that's it for this week. Next week is a special birthday edition, like I said before. I know I keep harping on it, but it's going to be really fun for me. It's a birthday edition of Saturday Night Horror. We'll be watching Friday the 13th, Part 7, and my favorite horror movie of all time, the first one I ever watched, Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. I will also be making a spinach and mushroom pizza. Now, to most of you, that does not sound good, but once you see it, oh my lord, you'll definitely want a piece of this pie. So, once again, man, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on my Saturday night. I hope you enjoyed this. I definitely enjoyed bringing it to you. And don't forget, next week, birthday edition, Friday the 13th, Part 7 and 8, spinach and mushroom pizza. I will see you then. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.